Imagine a tiny creature, small, featherless, completely unable to fly. It sits alone in the darkness of a tree hollow, deep inside an ancient oak, and from the shadows, something large and hungry is creeping closer. A predator has found the nest. To any observer, this looks like the end. A helpless chick, cornered, with nowhere to run. But this is not the end, because this little bird hides a secret weapon that no one would ever expect. Not sharp claws, not a powerful beak, not blinding speed, something far stranger, far more unexpected. Something chemical. This scene plays out millions of times every spring, across woodlands and plains on every continent. A hungry predator catches the scent of a hidden nest. Inside, the chicks are waiting, small and seemingly defenseless, unable to escape. But there is one remarkable bird that has turned its own vulnerability into a defensive strategy so surprising that scientists call it active chemical defense. Meet the European roller, Coracias garrulus, and its extraordinary chicks that quite literally spit fire. Biologist Deseada Parejo was studying the family dynamics of these magnificent birds in southeastern Spain when she first noticed something truly bizarre. Every time she gently lifted a chick from the nest box to weigh and measure it, the unexpected happened. A bright orange liquid suddenly shot from the tiny beak, thick, viscous, pungent, smelling to researchers like orange juice mixed with crushed insects. But this substance is far more than disgusting. It is a genuine third-hand poison, refined by millions of years of evolutionary warfare. But where does this weapon come from? The answer lies in what the parents carefully feed their young. Adult rollers bring grasshoppers, beetles, and other insects to the nest every hour. And here begins an incredible 3-level chemical story. Plants produce defensive chemicals to protect themselves from hungry herbivores, phenolic acids, coumarins, and soralins. The grasshoppers eat these plants and accumulate the toxic compounds in their own bodies. Then the roller chicks eat the grasshoppers, absorb those powerful chemicals, and weaponize them, regurgitating the brew against any threat that dares to enter their home. Experiments revealed something crucial. The chicks do not vomit from simple fear. They must be grabbed and shaken, exactly as a predator would strike. A snake, a weasel, a rat. It is a tactile, targeted response, and it is costly. The chicks lose precious fluids. And if they have not eaten for an hour, they produce far less vomit. This confirms the weapon comes from food, not from the chick's own body. But does this chemical defense actually work in the real world? To find out, researchers designed a clever experiment using a common generalist predator, the domestic dog. They presented 2 identical pieces of raw chicken. One was soaked in plain water, the other was coated with the bright orange defensive fluid. The results were striking. The dogs chose the plain meat almost unanimously. And even those few who eventually ate the treated meat waited several minutes first, as if the powerful smell, which gradually fades over time, had slowly lost its repellent effect. By now you might ask, if the predator already has the chick, what is the point? Here lies the genius. This is not about saving every individual. It is about saving the brood. If a predator bites a chick, tastes something foul, perhaps gets sick, it learns. Or at least, it leaves the other 4 siblings alone. It is family defense, not self-defense. And the lingering smell? It warns the parents too, who return cautiously, sensing something went wrong. Nature does not arm the strong. It arms the clever. This tiny chick, without wings, without muscles, without any chance of escape, has learned to turn its food into a shield, its fear into a chemical reaction, and its vulnerability into a lasting lesson for any predator that dares to attack. It reminds us that in the endless fight for survival, sometimes the most powerful weapon of all is the one you never see coming.